Hey YouTubers, he's back and it's another pickup video. It's been a while. A lot of the pickups I've had I've had them for a while, not these PS4 games and stuff to show you. And so they weren't all in the past month, some of them a few months ago, but there were just been stuff I didn't show because I didn't want to have videos that were too long. So hopefully I'll get through that backlog. But before we do PS4 modern games, what about the other bits, miscellaneous bits? So as always, starting off with vinyl of the month, I picked this up. It's what you call the very best of doo-wop, which is basically all the sort of classics hits from the 50s and early 60s, so mostly 50s. So it's a lot of the artists that were in movies like American Graffiti and stuff like that, but mostly focusing on the black artists and the Hispanic artists that didn't, and the Italian artists that didn't get so much coverage compared to the white westerners. So you got things like the Earth Angel by the Penguins and Tears My Pillow and Crying in a Chapel and Still the Night, the Duke of Earl. So lots of you know, really classic hits and so forth. Really, Why Do Fools Fall in Love and Little Darling and 16 Candles, and basically it's like 3 LPs, so 6 they're all in a nice bright pink vinyl too. So this wasn't a lot of money, it was about the £20 mark, but it's got some really fantastic classic tunes that I'll guarantee you'll recognise them and you'll think, bloody hell, those voices are so good. But a lot of these artists got very little recognition and very little money. So yeah, it's quite shocking really, the skill level of the artists in that time compared to the skill level now. It's completely different really. But hey ho, there was like that modern Harry Styles movie which has lots of doo-wop hits and music in it, but the soundtrack is really expensive. I don't remember what it's called now. Something Darling or something, or I don't know what it was. But basically, it's sort of set in an idealistic, well, set in the future, but you don't realise that at the beginning. You think it's set in the 50s. It's based on a very artificial, idyllic way of life, really. But it's all AI of sorts. It's all computer generated and stuff, and fake, and inserted into people's brains and everything. It's quite a weird film. In fact, the Harry Styles one, but for the love of me, I can't remember what it's called. It came out about last year, I think. But anyway, I digress a little bit. That's what got me to get the music, really. Other bits. Yeah, PS1. I've realised that there was about 2 or 3 cracked cases I had, really, and I have about 650 PS1 games, and over the years I used to buy lots of cheap games, 20p games, 50p games, £1 games, just to get the cases, and I used to swap out the cases, and that's harder to do nowadays because basically because they're all getting up more expensive, and I think it's very difficult to find PS1 games that don't have cracked cases. And if you've got a large collection, what makes it really impressive is to have a large collection and the cases are all in good condition, because that's the next challenge, is to get the games but also to get the cases. Now there's you can get replacement cases of AliExpress, which I bought a set of 5. They come like that, all in a bag like that, and in a nice big larger bag, and it was well packed. None of them were broken. And they work out about £3 each, and obviously it comes with a black insert tray, but you just swap out for the Sony ones that you've got, the visual ones, and they look great. They work fine, really good strong cases, so I highly recommend it if you are after a few new PS1 cases. Sometimes that's the easiest way of getting them. I know you could be patient and just wait out and try to swap them out with other games and so forth, which is the cheapest way to do it. But it's having the patience to do that sometimes, and sometimes it's just nice to, for the sake of 15 quid, just get 5 replacement cases, just so I've got a backup as well in the future, should any get, you know, crack or broken in the future out my collection. I don't have to worry about trying to trace broken cases really. So ones on AliExpress I do recommend if you don't mind spending about 3 quid each on them, which are, with postage, I mean including postage, that's not too bad I think. Also from AliExpress, I haven't got the cartridge here, it's in my Sega Saturn, but I've got the latest Saru. It was like 45 quid in the sort of black cloudy case, and it's got the latest version of the software with about majority of the games on it. Not a complete list of games, but a majority of them was on the memory stick that came with it. And it was all 45 quid. And what's good about a modern Saru is that you can it has the game art on it now, so that's really good. So you know it's got much better, it has really, compared to how a Saru first came out a year or two back. So I highly recommend getting a Saru if you want to have a lot more games for your Sega Saturn. And I mean, I've got a modded GDMU Saturn in the lounge as well as my modded Saturn in the game room. But the modded Saturn in the game room obviously still got the CD tray, so you know, when I want to play with real games. But it's nice to not to have a Saru, so I don't have to worry about getting games out and so forth. Really, I can just play them off here, and it's got a lot of all the good Japanese games on here too. It has, so highly recommend getting a Saru from AliExpress, and it's cheap. But if you're in the UK, obviously not now in the States, thanks to Donald Trump and his lovely tariffs, his great big beautiful tariffs. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. I will have to. No, I won't get political. Anyway, less of that idiot. Other things we've got a book. This is what they call the by Greek Geeks line, Game Boy Anthology, and this is one based on, it's got incomplete details to history and development of a Game Boy, and it's got coverage of every single Game Boy game, well, original Game Boy game. Obviously there might be a few modern ones that are still coming out which may not be in here, but but this book came out a few years ago, about 2 years ago, so to get this for about £40 for shipping off eBay, I thought that was quite good. I've got all of them apart from a Mega Drive one, which is very difficult to get in English. It's easy to get in French, but it's to get English copies very, very hard, and that's what I want, is the Mega Drive one. And eventually when they get round to it, obviously if they do one for Saturn and stuff like that, and some of the other consoles, but I've got about 7 of these I have for the various old retro consoles. Okay, there's a couple of movies to show. For £6 I've got the first series of Castlevania from HMV, dirt cheap. I think have they made 3 seasons in total? 4, I can't remember, but the other ones are a lot more expensive. You're looking at £20 plus for those. Well, that's the first season. It's really good, the Netflix series of Castlevania. Highly recommend it. And I got this in CX yesterday for 18 quid. I didn't know it was out, but it's a complete collection of young ones for the first 2 seasons. Well, the 2 only seasons. But it's got tons of extras too, and it's supposed to be all complete episodes without any cuts to the soundtracks and all sorts. So I'm going to have to test that out. But a lot of people say it's really good, well put together. The 40th anniversary of the young ones. Okay, still retro of sorts. PS3, I have finished collecting for PS3, but there was an import game which I didn't have, which at the time it was quite pricey, but I managed to get it now for about 30 quid, and so it's supposed to be an okay game. It's a bit of a, you go around, it's a bit like an arcade game where you shoot dinosaurs, and it's Jurassic the Hunted. So again, that's an American only game. You might be able to get it in Japan, but you didn't come out in PAL territories anyway. Okay. Still in the retro. Sega Saturn. I've got a very hard to get game. I say hard to get. It's hard to get complete in the cartridge for a good price. That's probably a better way of saying it. It is for it's basically Street Fighter Alpha 3, which didn't come out on the Saturn in Europe. It only came out on Saturn in Japan, and obviously with the Alpha games are called Zero, so it's Street Fighter 03 with the cartridge. And yeah, it's all complete. This game has gone up quite a lot in the last recent years. Most copies go between £400 to £600. I really got this for a good price for £350, but fortunately I got hit by import duties, as you do. So that that was like a £70 on top, which is so yeah. Saturn import collecting is not cheap. But it's one I wanted for a while because I do have all the main box sets ones, and to get this this fighting game, which I mean obviously you can also get it on the Dreamcast. That's the cheapest way of getting it, I suppose. All part of the many Street Fighter collection games that came out afterwards. But a lot of people say that in terms of near arcade perfect, the Saturn version is the best, they say. So yeah, really nice to have that in my collection. Okay, fake retro. I say fake retro. Basically, old games on modern cartridges. Evercade. These are finally back in stock. So I got these from. Is it Funstock? So Toplan Arcade Collection 3 and Toplan Arcade Collection 4. So yeah, got those for retail, which I think is either £18 or £19 each. So good to have them. Fantastic collections of games. They're not all shooters, but they've got the main shooters on there. So you've got your Batsugan, Truxton 2, Outzone. There's 4 other games on there as well. And this one you've got things like Jogian, Snow Bros, Knuckle Bash, as well as 3 other games, I think. Okay, right. Switch. Okay, I know that I know Tootie's got this, so but he's got the box set. So this is just a cartridge, a standalone basic version of the NES edition of the World Championship. So I thought, I'd like to have that. I'm not bothered about having the box set. I'm quite happy to have the standalone game. And also from Limited Run, I got Dark Forces Remastered. I don't think I showed that in a previous video. I don't think I did. And Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, the Ecto Edition. So this is quite good because it comes with a cover, glows in the dark. It does. So I've got this already on the PS5, I think. But with those Ghostbusters, I'd like to get that on the Switch. Those games, Ghostbusters IP on both Switch and PlayStation, if possible. Okay, I've got some PS4 and PS5, but I'm going to go on to the VR bits. So, no doubt our friend Tootie will switch off now, so I'll see you later, mate. But in terms of VR, I've got the last 2. I've got a couple of the last 2 sort of American and Western release PSVR games. There are about 8 more Japanese ones which I need to get to finish my Japanese ones, so I'm very close to a full world set of a PlayStation VR 1, so I just need to get 8 more games for that. But from America we have this one, which is released by Limited Run. It's Croix Sigma or whatever it is. It's basically, it has a PSVR mode on it. So if you're going for a PSVR set, that's another one to add to the collection. And this is I think this is for PSVR. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners 2 Retribution. I have a first one on PSVR, but this is a sequel. It comes with a nice box set with a steel book and a few other goodies. I think it comes with a key ring and some DLC and bits and bobs. So we're pleased to have that. Again, I got this for retail, which you don't see it in shops, so you do have to order it online because you don't really see it used really as such. And it's best to get it new for retail because of the contents, and it's it's a gatefold, so it's easier to get in the brand new good condition if you want a good condition copy, which you would do. On a PSVR 2, I am going for a full set, and it's easier to get that. It's a lot fewer games, but there's a few big hitters anyway. But we have from the limited one, we have Tetris Effect Connected, and we have from Perp Games Underdogs. This comes in a box set with 2 of them in, which I do own as well, but I wanted to get them separate too. The Last Worker, Perp, and this is the PS5 version of that PS4 one. So on a for PSVR 2, Walking Dead Retribution Payback Edition. So that's sweet. Now it's PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, guys. So it won't take too long. For a lot of these I can't remember what I paid for them, but a few are retail, but mostly are quite cheap. I got them from CEX. So Jurassic World Evolution 2. This was on pre-order from Strictly Limited. I think I've ordered it about 2.5 years ago, and I accidentally ordered 2 copies, but I found a Retro Ed is going to have my other spare copy, so that's sorted. So we've got Snow Battle Princess Sayuki. It's a part of that IP. What is it? Pocky and Rocky IP is. So pleased to have that. And then we got Little Big Planet 3. I had this on PS3, but I didn't. I had to get it on the PS4 too. Yeah, just a few COD games. Call of Duty Cold War, got Dirt Cheap, and Call of Duty Vanguard. This looked interesting. Matchbox of Driving Adventures. I have Matchbox. I got this new, quite cheap, Daymare 1994 edition, Sandcastle. I like the How to Train Your Dragon movies, so I'll get all the games. So there was this one on the PS4, Dragons Legends of the Nine Realms. Well, live action movie looks really good on that. And then we've got Transformers Earthspark Expedition. I have to get all the Transformers games. Oh, another COD game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Redout 2. And we've got Shenmue 3. I've got the box set, but I wanted the standalone edition. We've got Kart Racers, the first one and the third one. I do have the second one somewhere as well, I think. Tomb Raider Collection 1, 2 and 3 are just standard. I wouldn't mind getting the box set on the PS5 if I see it cheap, but it's still quite expensive everywhere I see it. I collect all the Naruto games. So there's Naruto 10, Boruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. Bit of a mouthful. Ice Age, Scrat's Nutty Adventure. Love Ice Age, so I had to have that. Okay, Hitman Definitive Edition. Harry Potter Quidditch. Probably will never play that. Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl and All Stars Brawl 2. People say, why do you get Nickelodeon games? Well, it's the characters, isn't it? You know, you've got your Mutants, you've got your SpongeBob, you've got Garfield even. So yeah, why not? Yeah, it's got. I think it's got Ren and Stimpy on some of them too. So yeah, Biomutant. This is supposed to be a really good game. Collect all the Lego games. Lego Brawls. I got this because it was quite cheap, and the art style is, you know, it's identical to all the Naruto games. So I just thought, why not? As it was cheap. So it's One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows. It's supposed to be okay. A couple of steel books that are dirt cheap. So Formula 1 2015 and FIFA 16. They're next to nothing. This looks quite whimsical. I like the art style. Unbound, Worlds Apart. Sort of, there's a cute little wizard type character. Play all the Sonic games, Sonic Shadow Generations, and I got this for retail, just to happy to have it. Get it while you can. So it's a Lunar remastered collection. I don't own the American PS1 games. It's just too pricey, and so that's a better way of getting them and playing them. Like PS5, I've been holding out for this for ages, and I will be playing this soon. RoboCop Rogue City, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was only a tenner. I mean, I know you got to play online for that one. I don't think it's a single player on it, so I probably won't get around to playing that one. But it's good to have for a collection. Funko Fusion. I do like the Funko Pops, and to have a game of that was a bit unusual. Again, that was cheap. Dragon Age Veilguard. This is dirt cheap now. This is like, you know, £15 and CX everywhere. This one was really interesting. It's based on a classic PC game, but it got ported to PS5. The Stanley Powerball Ultra Deluxe. It's supposed to be a bit of a cult game. Lots of witty humour in it. This is a good shooter. Is this Synergy it's called, or Cygni? CYGNI, All Guns Blazing. It's a Konami game. Got that cheap. I will be getting on this on Switch, this particular game, but got it on PS5 for now. Under Defeat. Obviously, it was on the Dreamcast originally, and then on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So I've got it on those ones. I haven't got the original copy on the Dreamcast, only a copy. So we have Front Mission First. This is quite a nice little limited edition copy with a ventricular sleeve and artwork and bits and bobs. Yeah, got that cheap. A Red Art game that they had in CX, which I missed out on ordering it from Red Art when it came out, so I was glad to see this. Only yesterday it was. It's 1917 The Alien Invasion Remastered. So yeah, it looks like a really cool what the hell type game. Also from Red Art Games, this one's, well, it's got like 8-bit graphics, but bullet hell style gameplay. So Red Raptor, good. That's cheap from Red Art Games. This wasn't a lot of money. Starship Extermination. I think that was under 20. Yeah, I wanted this on the PS4, but the prices shot up. So to get this on PS5, I thought, yeah, why not? It's Layers of Fear. Hello, Ellie, okay. And what else we got? We got Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS5. I mean, it comes out on everything in it. Not that cheap. Another nice little steel book. I think it was about £6. So, Back 4 Blood 4. Again, there's no offline mode, so I purely got that for a steel book. But again, I think it was only £6, so that's why I got it. Okay, guys. So, quite a few pickups there. Also, probably half of this lot I got in the last month. The other half was just stuff I had left over to show you guys, more than anything else really. But I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, the world's gone crazy, but never mind that. At least hopefully the weather will be nice for us soon. We've had some hot weather in England past couple of weeks, but past few days it hasn't been so good. But hopefully it'll get nice again soon, so we can all be out in the garden. Hey Ellie. So anyway, I hope you're well. Take care, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.